on TikTok in 6 months or something like that. What I want to know is, did he file that on his tax?
First of all, he didn't find out. See, here's the other part. Here's the other part that irritates me. He likes to say that he finds shit out on TikTok, and that's a lie. You text him asking for. I didn't ask him for no fucking money for. See. Now y'all about to get pissed off.
Come on, we want.
Hold on, Tosh. Hold on.
Did you see his taxes?
I never asked him. No. I didn't ask him for no money for a TikTok. That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie.
He keep lying.
I told him that I have a TikTok. I told him that I have a laptop. He wanted to pay for the laptop. And I told him absolutely not. I will figure it out on my own. And he took that. Because he took that as, oh, that means she gonna figure out what she gonna do with the kids, and then if she need anything, she'll let me know. Why should I have to figure out my kids' situation first before you take care of stuff with them?
But
that's a lie. Sorry, Mark, that's a lie. That's a lie. I can tell you that's a lie.
He just be lying and they just be eating it up, y'all. That's crazy.
Absolutely not.
That's a lie.
He blocked her though.
He blocked me. I've been blocked for over 2 years.
100,000, y'all. We trying to figure it out. We trying to do some math over here.
That man said he's now getting $700 checks.
But see, we trying to figure out how did he claim?
What about my daughter? He did not find out
on his.
Hold on, Betty. He did not find out anything about my daughter on live. He did not. He already knew that he already knew my daughter. He already knew my daughter needed an evaluation. Kylie's been getting evaluations since she was about 2. She had to have speech therapy. We were trying to see if she was autistic, on the spectrum, ADHD, or what's going on with her. So as far as I'm concerned, the evaluations, my daughter getting kicked in the head, my daughter getting smacked, he got calls for that. It was not via social media. What he thinks was via social media was me asking other people for advice on how to learn going about finding out if my daughter was autistic. But my daughter has been getting evaluations since she was about 1.5, 2 years old. So him saying all of this, oh, he found out about her, that's a lie. That's a lie.
I'm really concerned about people who genuinely do not see that he's lying. Like y'all lack self-aware. Like your awareness of your surroundings, you really should be concerned because y'all can't see that this man is lying, and I'm scared for y'all. Y'all don't know when somebody playing in y'all face. This man is literally lying, and you can pull up the lies. He will lie on his live stream, and you can pull it up yourself.
Miss SpongeBob, it is not both of our fault that it is on social media. It is his fault that it is on social media. He took to social media. I defended myself.
The thing is, like, y'all watched him. First of all, he kept hyping up these receipts.
I think that's Anthony. Black Diamond is Anthony. Look
Probably.
here. Look here.
Black Diamond was just over here.
I think that's Anthony Petty. You don't think that's Anthony?
I don't know. I didn't even think about it.
I think that is him. I think that's Big Greasy. Look here, sir.
Not Big Greasy.
You know you lying. And you know, ain't nobody, me and Kaylin ain't tell you to unalive yourself, sir. Why you keep lying? Kaylin exposed you the first time you lied on her. Like, why do you keep lying? Stop lying.
I'm finna go do some research. I'm gonna drop back downstairs.
Okay, let me know when you want to come back up. I'll let you up.
Here's my thing. By no means am I saying I'm not wrong in defending myself. No, let me correct that. In no way am I saying that me speaking about the father of my children in front of them is wrong, is right. I never said that. Yes, I am wrong in talking in front of them about him. However, I am highly fucking agitated because constantly this man has talked negatively about me in front of them way prior to me saying anything. It gets to a point when you have a person that is constantly poking at you while you sit back and say nothing and be quiet. You get annoyed.
We will be dropping a diss track soon, Sammy. I got you. If Tasha want to do it, I got y'all.
This man has dragged me through the mud repeatedly before I even said anything. This man decided to go live January 7th of 2023 to tell the world we were getting a divorce. And I said to him, why did you bring that up on live? Why did you bring that up on live? That was in January of 2023. He brought that up.
He also lied to people and said Tasha knew.
You hold on. You brought that up January of 2023. I was in a makeup live. That's a lie. He never asked me about bringing up the divorce. What exactly was spoken was him confronting Petty Rowe about messaging me. And me and Petty Rowe have already talked about that. We started our divorce process in December of 2021. We started divorcing in December of 2021. He did. He claimed taxes. He put all of our business on Front Street, not me. I was in a live doing makeup. I'm sorry, not a live. I was in a class doing makeup. Like, it just seems like people are forgetting that this live took place. Like, that's the crazy thing to me. Everybody is making it seem as if I'm the one who brought it to social media, and I wasn't. Quick question. He said that was because of essay allegations you didn't support. What was because of essay allegation? I don't know what he wanted me to say as far as the essay allegation. I don't even know. I wasn't there for that. Do I think he did it? No. But he wanted me to stand in the front line like I always was doing previously before.
He's mad that she didn't center herself in drama and revolve TikTok around her whole life. She's busy being the mother to his children. When he's hosting 24-hour live streams, guess who has the babies? Tasha has the babies. So when she has the babies and she's doing things that mothers do in real life, you don't have time to concern yourself about TikTok drama because she was busy with the babies.
Yep.
Dummies.
Every time Anthony, aka I Speak 1906, every time he gets into something with somebody, I have to play Superwoman and jump in front of him. Every time he gets into it with somebody, I am to play Superwoman and jump in front of him. While simultaneously still dealing with my children, while simultaneously still dealing with my mental health, while simultaneously still dealing with everything else that I got going on, I am to jump in front of him and stop whatever strays is coming. How is that fair? So the one time that I said, you know what? My mental health is in the trash. I've tried to take my life in October. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I push my mental health to the back burner repeatedly because he stays in something. I've been dragged through this app. My mental health been dragged through this app. My children been dragged through this app. All because of who he is.
He don't need them kids.
There has never, I'm going to be honest, there has never been any protection when it comes from him. There's not protection.
He do not need them kids.
From the time starting in November of 2020, I have been ridiculed. I never say he don't need his kids. I say he's not taking my children.
No, friend, she or he is talking about me because somebody said, why don't you just give him the kids? And I said that he don't need his kids. Let me clarify what I meant.
I asked him, here's the thing. I asked him previously when the divorce was starting if he would take the kids. He told me no, he can't afford to take them. He's going back on a ship and he can't take all 3 of them. His words, he can't take all 3 of them. Now all of a sudden you can, but you're still on a ship. You're still going on a ship.
The kids are better off with Tasha. And that's what I mean.
He's still on a ship. He's still going on deployment. He's still going on deployment. He still has a deployment going up. He also at one point offered to only take 1 child. And the 1 child he said he was going to take, he was like, I'll take Kylie. She the oldest. He said, I'll take Kylie. She the oldest. And I said, how you just going to take my daughter away from me? How you going to take my daughter, the one that Kylie needs the most attention? Because she's constantly going to doctor appointments. She's constantly doing evaluations. They feel as though my daughter is on the spectrum. They've also said that she has ADHD. Yes, I did. He then also said, well, what about Cairo? I said, Cairo's a baby. He needs his mom. He said, well, what about Caleb? And I said, I'm going to be honest. I don't feel comfortable separating them at all. I told him that too. I said, I do not feel comfortable separating my children because here's the thing. He grew up separated from his siblings. He feels he grew up. He grew up separated from his siblings, and him and his siblings have not had a relationship growing up because of the separation. He was highly upset that he got separated from them. And I said, you're not separating them. Why would you do that to them? So that they can resent one or both of us? So that they can resent each other? And I told him, if you can't take all of them, you get none of them. I'll keep them all for myself. That makes no sense. Why would you want to separate them? So they can grow up feeling how you felt with your siblings? That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Yeah, this man is a compulsive liar, point blank, period. When I remember conversations where he would tell me that he already had full custody before they even got the divorce. He was already lying and telling people that. This man continues to lie. He consistently lies. Kaylin literally exposed him and blasted him, embarrassing this man for lying on her. Like, he keeps lying. Now he's a liar.
He can't afford the child support, but how you gonna afford to keep them?
Exactly. You're gonna feed ramen noodles like you?
I don't know, because I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know he filed taxes. I didn't even know he filed taxes. I told him that he could file taxes and we were supposed to split up the money. Whatever was given back, a majority of it was supposed to go to the children. And then we were supposed to split it up. I didn't even know he filed taxes because he never mentioned saying he filed them or not. I didn't know anything about him filing taxes until we got to court on the 22nd. Y'all telling me something new. I don't know. I don't know what he got. I didn't even know he filed taxes. I told him, I said, hey, you file taxes for the kids because at the end of the day, we live primarily with you from January all the way until September. So you file taxes for the kids and we will, split it. Child, I don't know nothing about him having PTSD.
He was on one of his lives saying he made six figures last year. This man is always lying, y'all.
Yeah, I
He
remember
be
that.
lying.
Yes.
It's like
He
yo,
lies to y'all.
yes, y'all have to have a low IQ to not see that he be lying.
Just saying he had some amount, and then that he took out like 25,000 or something like that.
He
I'm just
be
like, what?
lying.
He lies.
Hold on. Here's the funny thing to me, y'all. Every live that I have ever done, I kept my comments on. Every live he has ever done, he's turned them off. What am I lying about, Black Diamond?
Black Diamond, you keep saying Tasha is lying, and you're not saying what she's lying about.
Black
You're
Diamond,
just saying that she's lying.
your mama lied when she said you was a blessing.
Cherry,
Thing is, every receipt he showed y'all, that's the great. Every receipt he showed y'all is the same thing that I've been saying. I never said he don't pay at all. I said he's not doing enough. I didn't start getting child support until March. We went to court in January. I've literally literally, y'all ask questions and I tell y'all. Ask the questions
That's
and I
definitely
tell y'all.
Anthony behind that account, sis. That is definitely him.
wait, I want to say something. Veronica, I liked him before I knew about him. That's kind of how that works. You like people, and then when you find out that something is off with them, then you don't like them. Ta-da! Now we don't like him.
Oh yeah. Apparently we trauma bonded, guys.
Oh, who said that? He said that?
Okay, let me clear that up right now. Me and Tasha would do our own thing for months before all of this stuff hit the fan. Me and Tasha
He
would
got
be
mad at Crystal. He got mad at Crystal for me being on live with Crystal. Talking about you got her up there. You know, here's my thing. Here's my thing. I ain't never switch up. I answer any questions. That people want to know. I told them I told them that I give food stamps. All of that has been documented and recorded. I answer any questions y'all fucking want. I don't fucking care, because at the end of the day, I know I'm not lying. And the receipts he pulled up proves literally everything that I said. I never said this man didn't pay. I said he's not paying enough. He didn't start paying until March. He offered $300. He showed y'all that. He showed y'all the receipts where he offered $300. He showed y'all the receipts where he offered $300. He literally showed y'all that receipt that he said he offered $300 to me for kids. He literally played the recording where he said, I'll give you 300. And I said, can you do 6 to 8? I said, can you do 6 to 8 for all 3 kids?
He don't even know how to clean his drawers properly. How the hell he gonna take care of 3 kids?
And here's my thing. Everybody always comes down so hard on the fucking woman when literally all I want this man to do is come see his kids. Did I get my court? I got my court order child support. Then he tried to lie and say he didn't cut up the card. He said, how did I cut up a card when I didn't have no scissors? But you openly admitted to cutting up the card back in January of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I currently work. I worked a job starting in October to about November, December. I got fired from my job because I was sitting over here having to deal with things with my daughter. So my job told me, you can't keep your job because you can't do what we need you to do. You constantly calling out, you're constantly taking off. And I have documentations that I was going to my daughter's school. I documented the 1K in alimony. They said that is not income. That alimony does not count as income. They said that, and they put my income down as 0. Food stamps, I get food stamps. That's not income. Food stamps is not income. That's strictly for food. That's not income. I don't get cash assistance. They mentioned my business, which I have not sold any lashes since January of 2023. So that's not income. I started doing Uber in March of this year. I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
Oh, somebody clocked it. Somebody say, "How y'all trauma bonding?" And Krista has a great relationship with her husband. Baby, my husband. He take care of these kids. He here right now. Here right now. I'm gonna blow them
That's what I'm
balls, and he
trying to
gonna pay
figure
these
out.
bills. I'm gonna blow them
Tasha, we
balls.
trauma
He gonna pay
bonded
these
out.
bills. Do that sound like trauma to y'all? I blow the balls. He pay the bills. My kids
I'm
is
trying to
taken
figure
care
out how
of.
we trauma
Okay.
bonded.
I haven't sold any. I haven't sold lashes since January of 2023. I don't make no money from that.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Food stamps have nothing to do with the child support. Food stamps have nothing to do with the child support.
Cat says he loves y'all. Side note.
Food stamps have
Let me let him out.
nothing to do with the child support.
That show his ass for him.
My thing is, he's acting as if I was not a stay-at-home mom for 8 years. He's acting as if he doesn't know how much children cost. He's acting as if, and that was the other thing. So he didn't count his TikTok income until we went to court on Monday. I don't have 4 jobs. He said you got like 4 jobs and your dad basically take care of the kid. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. I got 2 jobs. I drive Uber and I work as a direct support professional. I'm with my kids right now.
Oh my goodness. Shawnee Pie. The $1,000 in alimony does not count as income. She just said that like 5 times.
I don't know how many times I gotta say that.
She
This
just
is why
said
I
it.
told Tasha earlier, there are going to be people who are willingly ignorant. There are going to be people who
They are.
don't
By
want,
myself.
yeah, they're not going to want to
I live
believe
by
you.
myself. I live by myself in the apartment that I paid for.
It don't matter whether the 1,000 count or not. He got enough to pay them both. Otherwise, the judge will not have charged him that much for child support. End of story.
I live by myself in my apartment.
Child, if they refuse to believe you, it's because they dumber than a box of rocks, and just let them be dumb, Tasha. I told you, you don't got nothing to prove no more.
I don't understand why people feel as though I'm not entitled to ask for help. I'm not understanding. My dad do not always have the kids. That whole lie, that's a lie. I work 4 to 11. I work 4 to 11 majority of days. If my job has any extra hours, I will pick them up because I was not getting help. Like you making it seem. Oh, and here's the funny thing to me. You bring up my dad watching my kids, yet you was finna move your dad all the way down to Virginia to watch our kids.
Clock that.
I'm not. Tell the people how you was gonna move your dad all the way down to Virginia to take care of your kids.
Exactly.
But what is he
Forcing to use
saying?
mouthwash.
I'm confused. You're mad because I have a support. You're mad because I have a support system. You're mad because my family actually gives a fuck about me. You're mad that I can reach out to my family and get help. Baby, one thing you've known about me since we were married and since you've known me, my family will always do. and come through.
Mm.
I don't care what me and my dad go through. At the end of the fucking day, my family has always been, and he knows this for a fact because they opened him with fucking open arms. They welcomed him with open arms. My dad couldn't stand him, didn't even want me to marry him. But you know what? My dad said, hey, you like it, I love it, you do you. You do you. You like it, I love it, and I'm going to be here for you, regardless. Why? That's a question you're going to have to ask him. Maybe he got tired of living in his lies and flirting with people while I was sleeping. Maybe he got tired of living a lie. I don't know. You're going to have to ask him that. My dad, regardless of what I go through with my dad has always been here. Regardless of what I go through with my family, they have always been here.
Bye, Chris.
I don't care what nobody say.
It's her with the serious face.
My brother said, oh, the kids need Easter outfits. They need shoes. I got you. Not a problem. Like, you mad because your support system sucks, bro. You mad because your support system sucks. That's what that is. Talking about my dad watch my kids all the time. My dad watch my kids when I work. My dad watches my kids when I work. No, I still don't believe Polisa. Y'all, that's another thing. Stop trying to use what the fuck me and him. My grandma didn't kick me out. What are you talking about?
That's what you get for believing him, Cherry. Y'all blindly believe people.
What? My grandma kicked me out. What the fuck is he talking about?
Girl, who knows?
Yes, he initiated the divorce. Wait, I'm confused. My grandma kicked me out. My grandma,
he went through the
my
timeline.
grandma passed away when I wasn't even in Hawaii.
He lied and said that on the live.
My grandma may never kick me out.
I got it screen recorded. He lied and said that on the live.
He said you called him saying to come pick him. And what? My mom ain't never kicked me out either.
He told so many lies, Tasha, my jaw dropped. I was just like, and these people is eating him up, sending him gifts and stuff, girl. I was like, he is lying so much. It's like, it's crazy. Lying? Crazy.
Why is he lying?
Girl, that man don't do nothing. But I told y'all that all his live was gonna be is a bunch of bullshit.
Mimi, he brought it to TikTok, so why not
Tasha,
finish
don't let that hurt you, girl. You're a liar.
I'm confused. When this happened?
He was going through the whole timeline. He was talking in circles from start to finish before he actually showed the little text messages and the little boo-boo receipts.
He said he going to take the kids for a year.
When this happened? Girl, what? And he lying on my mother that's gone.
And your grandma too. He lying on both of them.
Child.
That's crazy.
That is a lie. This is a lie. My mama ain't never kicked me out.
He is sick. He is very sick.
My mama ain't never kicked me out. He said you called him immediately the day after you got there, asked him to come get you. Why is he lying? Why is he lying?
Says we need in the live.
Can I get the date of this?
Somebody said he never said that, but it's
yes,
like,
he did. I have the screen recording.
Exactly. I was gonna say me and Nene were watching it, so
and I have the screen recording. So yeah, he told a bunch of lies. I don't think y'all understand how sick it is because her mom is gone, so she can't prove. She's not here to prove that that's a lie. He knows that. That's
y'all. Hold on, y'all
He
asked him for receipts.
Yeah, he gives me $1,000 in alimony a month. Started December of 2023. He is currently He is currently a month behind on child support. Child, he lying. My mama has never put me out. My grandmama used to say shit that was funny as fuck, and I'd be like, I'm going home, and would get in my car and go home. But I've never been kicked out, especially not with my children.
So y'all saying that he just said her grandma and not her mom? Because that's what people. I'm trying to keep up with what they're saying. So I think they're saying. I mean, either way, Tasha's saying is not true. So
Yeah, either way, he lied.
My grandmama has never put me out.
okay.
He said the children grandma. My grandmother. So my grandmama has never put me out. So anytime. That is a fucking lie. My grandmama has never. So anytime my mom and my grandma would get into it, my grandma would say, don't nobody pay bills in here but me. And I said to my grandma, I got my own home. My grandma has never put me out. And the fact that you sitting over here lying on my dead grandma, like, sir, and y'all wonder why his family don't fuck with him. Like, come on.
Don't none of them. This was crazy. Y'all don't realize there are things that we've witnessed, that we've seen, that we know, and behind the scenes.
This right here. This right here. What paperwork do you want to see? What paperwork do you want to see? That my income is zero because they didn't count my alimony? My car is rented. Hold on. Wait. Have I ever not said that my car wasn't rental? Have I ever not said that?
No.
I swear on so many occasions I've said my rental car is through Uber. I drive Uber. So as long as you are driving Uber and keeping up with the trips, you can rent the car through Uber. I've said that.
Yeah, we all been knowing that. That's not nothing new.
I said that.
Either way, you have a vehicle. Like, what does it matter?
I said that. I said my car is through Uber.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he said, that you called him when you were in Philly or something because your granny had kicked you out. He had to come pick you up or something.
First of all, I only called Anthony one time to come get me from Philly, and it had nothing to do with my grandma putting me out. I was ready to go home. This was during the time that I was supposed to get custody of my sister. If this is what he's referring to, I don't fucking know. I was to get custody of my sister so that we could all move down to VA. We were all going to be in VA. I was in VA. I was in Philly for quite some time. And he came, I didn't even call him. He came and got us because he was tired. He wanted me to come home. Child, Lord Jesus.
Well, let me say something real quick.
And when I was pregnant with Cairo, I was only in Philly twice before we left. Like, what the fuck? Like, not you lying on my grandma.
Let me say something real quick, Tasha. Veronica, you keep trying to be funny in these comments, saying that she said that you're trying to keep your income low to give more support. No, she's not. And the fact that you got that from what she said is crazy. When Tasha has talked about how she has a large gap in her work experience. So she is getting jobs that she's been applying. Not that anything needs to be explained to you, but she's been doing what she can. And if she's trying to keep her income low, why is she doing extra stuff like Ubering? Please make it make sense.
Veronica, don't go viral for reasons you don't want, baby.
I never told this man that I didn't believe in his dream. I told him I didn't know it was going to be like this. And what I meant by when I said like this, I was referring to the calling of his command, my children being plastered all on social media, made them seem like we were abusing them, people talking very negatively about me, all of this other stuff. Child, I never said I didn't believe in that man, because if I didn't believe in him when he did 24-hour lives and I had the children...
Crystal,
like, I'm so confused. Y'all remember his live debates that he did, right? Where was the children at? Weren't they with me?
The live debates? Yeah, it was with you. We would be on the phone and stuff.
When he did his live debates, the children were with me.
Yeah.
When he did the 24-hour Toys for Tots, the children were with me. When he was running around, when he decided to go to Texas, when he went to Dallas, Texas, when he went to LA, not once but twice, when he went to Virginia, when he went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where were the children at? When he did these events, where was the children at? How many times have y'all been on my lives and seen me doing makeup only for him to come in and give me the kids? I don't have a new car. Oh,
She talking about Anthony.
him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so confused. This is stuff that y'all seen on live. I'm cooking. The kids are here. He has said multiple times while on live, go to your mama. Go see your mom. TikTok changed him, but I think this was also in him too. I think TikTok had a lot to do with it. I think the support that he got from other people. Child, I had 2 trips the whole time that I had 2 trips. I went to Vegas once, and then I went to Atlanta, and he popped up in Atlanta, and I didn't even know. You curious as to why my dad didn't like him? My dad just always said it was something off about him, and my dad felt like we were rushing to get married. My dad felt like we were rushing to get married and that something was off about him.
Child, daddy clocked it a long time ago.
Yep. So speaking of the blamies thing, he was saying how that as far as the group went of him posting that on Facebook, it was that he knew them and you didn't, and you just didn't want him at the blamies. It had nothing to do with them being with strangers.
Did y'all hear that? But Tasha didn't know where her kids was. Now, here's my thing that's good. Y'all talking about me not giving him a number to who was watching the kids, but he had the address to who was watching the kids. But at the Blammy, I ain't have an address, a phone number, nothing for where my children were. I also did not know he was showing up to the Blammy. He just popped up like surprise and then tried to hug me. And I gave him the elbow and said, where are my kids? I sold my lashes in order to make it to the Blammies. Like, I'm confused.
He wasn't even supposed to go. It was last minute.
It was very last minute. And Tasha spent the night before the Blammies crying. She didn't even eat. I bought us food. She didn't eat nothing. She literally went to sleep crying because she didn't know what her kids was. And he came in there bouncing like a kangaroo. Somebody asked if he was musty. He was not musty, but he was wet and sweaty. His white shirt turned transparent. That's
He
how
was
wet
greasy,
he was.
friend. It was greasy.
Please, I'm
greasy and
I'm
sweaty.
drinking water over here.
And this is my thing. Everybody keeps saying, she wrong. She brought it to social media. She talking in front. Everything that y'all are condemning me for, he has already done. And I'm not saying that 2 wrongs make a right. But if y'all gonna condemn me, condemn him the same way. It seems like everybody is so scared of Mr. I Speak. I'm not.
I ain't scared of Big Greasy. Listerine.
I'm not. Everybody seem like they so scared of this man. He beat his chest like King Kong, and he's so loud and articulate. That don't mean that man ain't lying.
He said, I'm him.
I had no idea who had my children. Do y'all know how scary that is? I never knew he was coming to the Blammies. I didn't know who was watching my kids. He popped up like I knew and tried to hug me. No, a majority of people did not know we were already in the midst of a divorce until he said something. Hey, Kat. And then on top of that, I'm like, where's my children? He texting the person, which was a whole female. Don't know who this female is. I still to this day don't know who she is. I still to this day don't know who the woman was that watched my kids. I know a first, I don't even know if it's a first name or a last name. Because you know in the military, they go by last names. I don't know if he gave me a first name or a last name. I had to wait for her to call him in order to see my kids. I'm in panic mode.
Yeah, she was so worried that whole day.
He said husband and wife, a sergeant. I forgot. I don't know who this is. I still don't know who these people is.
Either way, they were a stranger because Tasha didn't know them.
Can I address somebody real quick in the comments, y'all? Do y'all mind?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, Veronica, you know, you've been in the comments kind of like going real, real hard in the paint. You asked me, have I ever been close enough to him to smell his breath, right? So I have eyes, and I can see by looking at you that you greasy. Hold on, let me clear the camera. You see, I can see by looking at you that you greasy. And I don't need to be by you to see that you greasy. Just like I don't need to be by him when I see videos of him sweaty and his shirt stained. And I can see the plaque on his teeth and the white on his tongue. Because I have eyes, and people that are smart and intelligent knows that you can see when somebody's breath is hot.
Crystal, stop.
Okay.
Stop it, Crystal. Stop it, Crystal. Stop it, Crystal.
No, she deserved that. I'm not gonna lie. She deserved.
You see how Crystal, stop. Because the first thing out of his mouth is, you see how she let her friends talk, man, I don't do none of it. Crystal, stop. Because I ain't got the patience for that. Like, I just, and then like the whole thing of him like, oh, she be, y'all don't see how she talked to me on the phone when the kids, like we cordial and cool. I talk about the children. I'm not asking this man how his day is going. I'm not asking this man how his day is going. I'm not asking him, I don't care. I'm not asking this man how his day is going. I'm not asking this man what he eat for dinner. Did he eat? I'm not asking him. I'm not checking on him like that. When I have conversations with him, I have conversations about the children. That is it. I don't cause he trying to make it seem as if I'm like, oh, how's your day? Did you have a good day? It must have been amazing. Did you eat today? No, I'm not doing none of that. I have conversations about the children.
Right.
So we can stop. You're mad because I'm being cordial? You're mad because what exactly? You're mad that I've put you on blast on social media after you already did this to me. You already did this to me. And everybody that's supporting him talking about, and here's the thing. Even when he was in that live, calling me a liar, a thief, shaming me about my attempt, saying my mental health was a joke, even when all of this was going on, I still was telling people, regardless of what him and I are going through, don't hate him. If you dislike him for your own accord, not because what him and I are going through. Do not come up here with y'all bullshit about whatever y'all got going on. Don't use me for ammunition for him. Meanwhile, this man was still pretty much calling me everything but a child of God. Oh, his friends help him pay his alimony. Okay. So when y'all see When y'all seen the bank receipts of where it said $1,000 and it was kids, and it said kids, that was my alimony. That was my alimony. So before he tried to make it seem as if, oh, the $1,000 that went into the kids' account was for the kids, it was the alimony.
Oh, and before his crying spell, he brought up how you be talking about him on live with Cairo in the backseat.
He talking about the live from 2 days ago. But see, here's my thing. Y'all have openly seen this man disrespect me. No, listen, K Beauty. It was the kids' savings account because we both have Navy Federal and he didn't have mine. He would put it into the kids and I would take it out of the kids because we both had access to the kids. That's how it went. He would put it into the kids' account and I would take it out of the kids' account because we both have access to the kids' account. He does not have access to mine. He could have probably just asked for my email or my phone number and it could have just went straight to me, but he did it that way. Not arguing about that. Basically, like a middleman. My thing is, y'all have openly seen this man disrespect me. Y'all have literally seen this man disrespect me on countless levels. But I say one thing, and everybody is up in arms with me. Everybody is questioning me. Everybody is angry with me. But this man has on countless occasions. No, alimony does not come out as child support. No. On countless occasions, this man has disrespected me. He's disrespected me to my face. He's disrespecting me in public. He's disrespecting me with the groupies. He's disrespecting me so many times, and I sat quietly and said nothing. He wants to sit and say how it's inappropriate for me to talk about him in front of the kids, but he has talked about me in front of the kids. And I'm not saying I'm right. Never said I was right. I never said I was right, but I get so pissed off. I get so pissed off that he pokes at me. Mm-hmm. He pokes at me until I snap out. I don't have a lot of downtime. Y'all either see me at work, y'all see me driving Uber, or y'all see me with my kids. On occasions, which is probably 1, maybe 2 times a month, y'all might see me out somewhere. And those times that I am out, normally, it's a hassle me even doing anything. So before y'all come for me and try to make it seem like I'm so wrong in anything, just be sure y'all checking both of us. Because I don't feel like he's ever gotten the same. I don't feel like he's ever gotten the same thing I've gotten. The way y'all come for me, the way y'all question me, the way y'all do all of this stuff. Where was y'all questioning when he had an OnlyFans that his wife didn't know about? And yes, at the time, we were still married. We were still married when he got this OnlyFans and this spicy Twitter.
Yep, and lied about that too.
Where was y'all at? Yes, he either still has or had an OnlyFans. Right. He had an OnlyFans. He had a spicy Twitter that I knew nothing about until it was brought to my attention. Yes, a lot of people are thinking differently.
But friend, before you continue, there's a lot of, like, I've blocked a few, mostly I think the people that were in here defending him was women. So if there are any other women in here, you might not be saying nothing. Maybe you might be saying something and y'all are defending him. if y'all were to know some of the things he has said about her, some of the names he's called her, and some of the things he's wished upon her behind closed doors, as a woman, you would not really support that. And I'm letting you know, he said some heinous stuff about her.
This man literally said that I neglect my kids. This man has literally said that I don't care about my kids. This man has said that I am a bad mother. And because I'm choosing not to go and record multiple conversations, I don't think that every time he calls, I'm sorry, I'm not a person that every time he calls, I'm going to pick up and start recording.
Right. Exactly.
I never thought in a million years that I would have to pick up and record every nasty thing he says to me. Never in a million years did I think, hey, you know what? Their father calling, let me record. First of all, I can't even record. I live in Pennsylvania, which is a two-party state. I can get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I can get in trouble. I live in a state where it is two-party state. So we both have to agree upon this recording. I don't know where Virginia's is. I don't know where Virginia's shit is, but I live in a two-party state to where I cannot record without the other person knowing.
Yep.
Every time this man calls me, I don't think to pick up and record. I don't know what I'm going to get with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde over there. Anytime he is upset with me, I am nasty names. Anytime I don't do something the way he wants, I am a nasty name. Like that's crazy to me. Hey girl, how you been? Where you been, Charmy? You been MIA for a while. You got engaged. Hey D. Yeah, so in Pennsylvania is a two-party state. So I guess Virginia is a one-party state, so he can record me all he wants.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say something funny, but I didn't want to be disrespectful.
What, you gonna tell him to brush his tongue? Okay.
Shut up, Crystal.
Nah,
I'm done.
I knew you had him on there for a reason.
I thought he was gonna add something.
Tasha, you don't know how much this man has been wanting to say on your behalf. Like, you don't know. We've been itching.
Oh, D.
Hell, I
The thing, because people don't understand, we see things and hear things that they don't. So they blindly defending him and don't know.
I don't know how many times I've been on the phone with Kaylin and he gets mad. He gets mad. Like we're about to have a conversation and he's like, "Oh, you on the phone?" I say, "Yeah, I'm on the phone with Kaylin. What's up?" And he's like, "Oh, never mind. I just talk to you when I get off because you always on the phone with her."
No, I remember one time, this was a couple years ago, I think this was before he asked for a divorce, and he wanted to talk to you, and I just went to mind my business, like turned down the volume, because I just went to go do my own thing, because we was just chilling on the phone, and I don't think she knew what he wanted to talk about, and so he got really agitated when he found out that I was on the phone, and I could like see the disappointment and just the sadness in Tasha's face, and she was like, "I'm gonna just call you back, friend." And it was kind of like the demeanor he had was so nasty.
Or the time that I came in through the house from getting everybody in the house food, going to 7-Eleven, getting him his Mike's Hard Lemonade. I come in the house and I'm on the iPad with Shell. He didn't know I was on the iPad. He immediately goes in on me. "What's this? What's this?" I said, "What's what?" I said, it's medicine. Oh, why do you have it? I said, I don't even know what medicine it is. And he's snapping on me about this medicine. And he was like, why do you have medicine for genital herpes? Is there something you want to tell me? I said, no, because I ain't got no fucking genital herpes. Shell was on the phone when this happened. And Shell was like, Tasha, why is he snapping on you like that? I said, I don't know. The medicine that he's talking about was like Vaclavir. It was Vaclavir, and it was from June 12th of 2020 when I had Bell palsy. And I pulled up my records. I pulled up my medical records to prove that I don't have nothing. And that this is what that medicine was for. I walked into the garage. He was on live. He goes, shh, I'm on live. He goes, shh, I'm on live. And I showed him all while he was on live. But he didn't want y'all to know that this is what I was trying to prove to him and how he just came into the kitchen ramming on me. He was like, shh, I'm on live. And I showed him. He looked it up.
The fact that he was going through your stuff.
He looked it up and told me that it was for genital herpes. And I was confused. And the crazy part to me is that you as my sponsor, and my spouse at the time have access to all my medical records. So they would tell you first if this is what I had. This is the thing. It's not just about here's what makes me mad. I've endured so much with this man. I've endured so much with this man behind closed door that y'all don't know. And I've done my best to just back up and stay quiet. But when you sit here and you're trying to make me indicative of something that I'm not, it's irritating. It's irritating. How about y'all go ahead and ask him about the day he came in drunk with his friends and they had to carry him up the steps into my bedroom where I was sleep naked. A man I don't know. A grown man that is a stranger to me and a friend to him bust through my door and I had no clothes on. Ask him about that. And all he could say is, I mean, we was drunk. We was drunk. I hope you ain't expecting a drunk person. I still don't believe her. Y'all keep trying to put the two together. I still don't believe her. I said what I said.
It's not about her, so stop bringing her up, please, respectfully.
Like, y'all keep making it about her. It's not about her. I said what I said. I still don't believe her. I said what I said.
Two things can be true
That
at
is
the
a
same
whole
time.
entire separate issue that don't got shit to do with what the fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. He's like, y'all, you expecting for drunk people to do sober things. Y'all have a man who sits on live and tells you he is an advocate for mental health. Y'all have a man who sit and said he's an advocate for mental health, but then proceeds to call his wife's mental health fake. Her attempt was fake and all of that. Y'all have a man who sit and says he protects black women, yet has been doing nothing but getting into it with black women. I'm confused. What more does it take for y'all to realize that man ain't protecting black women? If he can say the things that he said, if he can say the things he said about the mother of his children and his wife at the time, because I was still his wife at the time, how is that? If you can say those things about the mother of your children, I'm confused. Yes, he changed when he got on social media. Y'all talk about I'm clout chasing. Y'all talking about I'm clout chasing when I never wanted my business on social media. Y'all talk about I'm clout chasing when the only thing I've ever done in most of my career on being on TikTok, and this ain't even really a career because I ain't come on here to get famous. I didn't come on here to make money. I literally started TikTok talking, just dancing, trying to dance my baby out. Then I caught Bell palsy. For the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy, I caught Bell palsy. I talked about Bell palsy and how hard in finding out being pregnant, the things that you get into. Then I started doing makeup. Then I talked about postpartum depression. What I got a clout chase for? This shit don't do nothing for me. At the end of the day, I'm going to get off of here and I still got to pay my bills. I still got to walk out here and go to work. I still got to take my kids to school. I still got to do everything that I got to do underneath the sun to make sure they're okay. This shit don't do nothing for me. I've always been a private person. I always tried to stay to myself. But when you have somebody telling you, oh, watch what you say about your postpartum depression because it makes me look bad. Do y'all know what it's like to get them phone calls? Oh, you must be talking about your postpartum depression. Yeah, I am. Oh, somebody send me screenshots. Watch what you say because it's making me look like I'm a bad father. So I can't talk about my postpartum depression, but then you can go on live and discredit my postpartum depression. Make that make sense. To not throw the green screen. Make that make sense. But yet y'all question me. Y'all question me if I say something. Y'all question me if I don't say something. Y'all question me if I go through the courts. Y'all question me if I don't go through the courts. Y'all question me if I'm public. Y'all question me if I'm private. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. At this point, I'll be the fucking villain. At this point, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, y'all gonna look at me as the bad guy. Y'all gonna look at me as I'm the person in the wrong. Y'all constantly throw things on the women in the situation to make better decisions, to do better, and to do this and to do that. But then y'all look at me when I can't win. I can't win. And I'm tired of it. Anybody, now, I'm going to say this. I wasn't trying to have people pick sides before. But at this point, anybody that can sit and listen to this man after he done spewed the venom he done spewed about me, but say he protect black women and he an advocate for mental health, man, y'all can fuck off. Y'all can literally fuck off.
How many times have you seen this man argue with a woman and say to yourself, he always arguing with women?
Too many times.
Like, y'all, you cannot be a mental health advocate claiming to protect black women and move like that. That make it make sense. It don't.
And nobody's saying that black women are not above accountability, but the way in which you go about that shit, the way in which you do that shit, you are literally arguing. And the crazy thing is my therapist said, Have you ever looked up the definition of a narcissist? I said, no, I ain't never have a reason to. But then when you look up the definition of a narcissist, the motherfucker checks all the boxes. He checks all the fucking boxes. Everything is about him. Everything is what works for him, how he wants to move, what he wants to do. If it don't benefit him, he don't care. Y'all tell me how many times I've been in the fucking limelight.
I also want to say too, throughout what's happened over the past couple of years, at least personally with me, it's been multiple times where Tasha has come to me and said, friend, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And even when I would tell her, friend, I don't think you were wrong for that, she was like, I should have did this. I hold myself accountable here. Throughout the situation, it's been things that Tasha has already held herself accountable for that we never had to say anything about, because if she did something that was not right, she would say, hey, okay, I wasn't right for that. And it wasn't, and we always didn't agree over things. Like, I wasn't just like, yeah, Tasha, I wasn't just like agreeing with her just because she's Tasha. Like, it would be times where I'm like, well, I don't really agree with that, or I don't see it like that, but that's my opinion. And I would say that, like, my thing is, we were all very transparent with each other. We don't stroke each other's egos. We don't tell each other things just because we're friends and we want to stay on a good page. No, like, we're honest with each other. The same way I am with y'all. Like, yeah, be honest with me. Like, I want to be the best that I can. I surround myself with similar people. So Tasha is just like that. Tasha has never avoided or escaped accountability. If she's wrong, she said it before.
I've taken accountability. I've said multiple times, even on this live, I've said it multiple times. One, do I think he's 100% at fault for the marriage not working out? No. Do I have some fault in it? Yes. If marriage is a two-way street, both people have to be on. The last 2 years, I would say the last 2 to 3 years of my marriage, I checked out. I keep it a bean. I checked out. I mentally was gone. Mentally, I was gone. I did what is called autopilot. That is where you get up and you do what needs to be done, but you're not living life. You're not enjoying life. You checked out of it. You're just at a point where this is what needs to be done. My kids need to eat. They need to be washed. They need to get to school. They need to be taken care of. I went into survival mode. So at that point, if he felt as though I was not supporting him, or I didn't love him, or I didn't care, cool. I probably didn't at that point in time, because I was mentally exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted from the kids. I'm mentally exhausted from being on this island. I'm on an island for 3.5 years. We got water issues. We got to get cases of water in order to wash up, in order to brush our teeth, in order to cook food, because jet fuel leaked into the fucking water supply. I missed my grandma's funeral because I was on the island 7 months pregnant. I'm still mourning the death of my brother who passed away right before we had to go to Hawaii. I'm dealing with the social media bullshit. I'm dealing with so much shit that at this point, it's like, let me just keep going through the motions. I wake up, brush my teeth. I'm going to be honest. It was times I ain't brushed my teeth or washed my ass.
You had got that from him, friend. I'm
Shut up. Shut up. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Depression kicked my ass. And is that a full excuse as to why I might have checked out of the marriage? No. He didn't offer shit, lying ass shit. He lying. He lying. First of all, let's break this down. We got to Hawaii in February of 2020. In March of 2020, the whole island shut down. And when I say the island shut down, let's break this down, because the island shut down. The difference between Hawaii shutdown and the regular mainland shutdown, y'all can still travel. Hawaii was not allowing people in or out of Hawaii. So, sir, how was you offering for people to come if they couldn't even come? They put a stop order on military PCSing. If you don't know what PCSing is, a permanent change of duty station. They put a hold on PCSing. My brother-in-law was supposed to leave in like March or April. They didn't leave until like September. Hawaii closed their borders. They was like, yeah, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. So you tell me, how you offering me to fly somewhere? How you offering to bring people when we can't even leave and can't nobody come in?
So my husband can confirm everything she's saying because his best friend. You want to tell her?
My brother is stationed out there in Hawaii.
Can y'all hear him?
Yes.
Yeah.
During that time, Tasha, when you had first was telling us about that, his brother is there too, who's stationed in Hawaii too. When they did that shutdown, there was no way, like that was a complete and utter lie because, he be lying. I can't say that enough.
Like, this man offered one time for me to fly off the island. And then he looked at the price of what it would cost to fly me and 3 children off the island. And he was like, I don't think I can do it. Because people was flying their family. People were flying their families off the island due to the water situation. People were flying their families off the island. The water situation was 2021, 2022. The water situation, it was 2021 or 2022. I believe 2022 though. It was like the early parts of 2022, I believe. Actually, no, it started in 2021 and went into 2022.
Because I know he was away when it was happening.
He was away when it originally started. When everything first happened with the water issue, he wasn't even here. He was in Louisiana or Mississippi. He was in Biloxi, Mississippi. Yeah, that's what it was. He was in Mississippi at the time. Yes, I was alone on the island with the babies while he was in Mississippi for work. And I had to get me and my kids up every day to go get cases of water so that we could wash our ass and eat food.
Not to mention Caleb's skin was bad.
Biloxi, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I still got the pictures of Caleb's skin.
Hold on, Tasha. Let me say something real quick. To Stone Beauty, first of all, you're not even talking to the right person. It's a bonnet, number one, and I'm not even talking. Tasha is talking, and you spell borders wrong. You use the wrong word. So
Shut your whole ass up.
So go ahead, cut it out. Damn.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I want to see if I still got pictures of what Caleb's feet was looking like. I don't think I do, not on this one, but I had pictures of Caleb's feet, Caleb's skin, because Caleb has eczema, and we had established, they told us that the water wasn't good for us to cook with, but we could still wash with. And then my baby's skin was bubbling up like he had chemical burns. Nasty ass macaroni and cheese he brought in the fucking house.
Was it burnt or was it spinach in there? I don't remember. I think it was.
Tasha just told me to stop. Y'all see how she going? She just told me to stop. Look.
Hi, Yummy.
I bet the mac and cheese look dry.
It was.
Girl, it was milk and noodles. It was milk and noodles. One of them, we thought they put spinach in it, but I think it was just burnt.
One looked like a mac and cheese soup.
Yes,
He
it was
didn't
bad.
even he didn't even eat that shit, but brought it in the house. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I got the pictures of Caleb feet. I hope I didn't erase them. Oh man.
Why you
I
laughing?
think I erased them
Because
because I
I'm
got tired of
thinking
looking at my baby feet.
the only live I would ever do with him is a brush your teeth live where we all
Oh, that's crazy.
Look, I'm trying to show people like it's so many options. Like there's Crest, Colgate,
I'm so done with
Listerine.
y'all.
It's like it's a lot of
Cut it
mouthwash.
out.
options. We got loofahs. I got extra loofahs. We can send him some loofahs. He can maybe scrub his draw.
Crystal.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I promise. No more, Tasha. No more.
Man, I'm mad because I think I erased the pictures because I got tired of looking at my baby feet. Like the pictures would pop up for like, oh, like this, like, and this is my thing. This is the type of shit that I endured the whole fucking time. We was like, somebody said they was going to George Floyd my child. He was like 3 to 4 months. Oh, damn. Like, this is the type of stuff that I had to endure, y'all. Like, people posting my children. Hold on. Somebody made this whole fucking page. This was in November of 2020. This was November of 2020. This was probably the first incident that happened where my children got pulled into shit because of him. This around the time he started doing his social activism. You don't sit over there and act like he called him every fucking day. You don't. You don't. I know I sent them pictures to somebody of Caleb's feet. His feet was so blistered.
I feel like you sent it in a, I remember, but it was so long ago. I feel like it was in a group chat.
My baby had blisters on his feet from it looked like it was chemical burns from the fucking water.
Somebody saying Petty Road. I think it's kind of proven that the stuff he doctored up was fake. You know, y'all, she's smart. She don't cut no corners. So I'm pretty sure she's
Yeah, I
getting
want to
some
go
behind.
watch it, but I'm waiting. I'm downloading videos on my phone and I can't multitask. So turn my Wi-Fi off.
Damn, I'm mad I don't got the pictures no more. Cause I must have deleted them because I was trying to clear up space. I was trying to clear up space in my shit. Do he like talk? I don't know. Wait, child, that man is annoying. That's a question you're gonna have to ask him. Oh, he said he felt like he said he feel like he knew the marriage was over when I didn't support him or some shit like that. I don't know. Something like that. Something to do with I didn't support him. That's what he said.
Kaylin.
What? What happened?
Yeah.
He said, "Do you think the divorce would have still happened if there?" I can't say that. I can't say it would, and I can't say it wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest. I got to a point where my mental health became more important. First of all, once again, My exact words to him was, he asked me if I believed that he would be famous. Originally, I said no. And then I said, no, wait, let me fix that. It's not that I didn't think you would be famous. I didn't think it would be like this, where people are trying to dox us, where people are yelling at us, where people are posting my children with knives and gun emojis, where people are plastering us in the most negative light. So it's not that I don't believe in you. It's the fact that the shit that we are going through, it's a lot. Especially because social activism was never your original content. Social activism was not your original content, sir. You didn't originally come on this app doing social activism. You came on here doing poetry. You came on here doing poetry. Your first video that went viral was your poetry that you did about whether, no matter how your son is, you're going to love him. Speaking in reference to him being a part of the LG, whether your child is a part of the LGBT community or not. You all of a sudden switched up to activism. His activism was not his original content. And that's the part that's getting me. You said you are upset that I didn't tell you we moved. We only moved for 2 weeks while I finished paying for my apartment. I gave you the address of where they live, and you were upset that I wouldn't give you the phone number. And the reason I would not give you the phone number is to keep the peace and not bring this lady in to curse your ass out. I said you can go through me. But the funny thing to me is you were mad about me not giving you the lady number, but you didn't give me the lady number who had my kids back in August of 2022. I'm confused. It's child. He threw out a bunch of random ass shit.
And a bunch of lies too. Like the way he's trying to vilify us just because we in support of you. Like, how do y'all not see that all of that stuff is strategic? Like, let me try and vilify her friends and treat them as opportunists. First of all, Caitlyn has a bigger following than you do, sir. We don't need
Wait,
to do this.
I have a question. I have a question for y'all, because y'all know, for all my fake friends, for all my friends that, they snakes because they ain't tell me to stop talking, and he gonna show these ironclad proof that's gonna make y'all not want to talk to me. Y'all still my friend?
No,
Girl,
we're not friends no more. I'm cutting you off.
girl, I was like, all this just proved what we already do.
Yeah. He didn't do nothing but literally prove
I
everything
know.
that you were saying.
He
And
literally
people
just
too, like,
corroborated what you said with some twist of his own, but
he might have other people fooled, but it's like, y'all,
no.
if you have like common sense, he can't manipulate you with them fake tears and all that stuff he be doing. Like, if
But
you
here's
have
the
common
thing.
sense.
They've been on the phone with me when shit has happened. Kaylin has been on the phone with me and in my face when shit has happened.
Yep.
Crystal was actually in a group text with them where he tried to tell her, oh, Tasha do exactly what I was going to go do. He literally texted in the group, oh, I'm about to go live and tell them that me and Tasha getting a divorce. And she knows that I'm about to do this. Crystal called me and said, Tasha, did you know he was going to go live and blast y'all divorce? I said, how the
Literally.
fuck would I know that? No.
She did not know. When he's telling y'all she knew I was gonna go live about the divorce, I'm telling y'all he's lying. Because that night he texted us that in that group chat. I knew that was a lie. I called Tasha instantly and was like, because in my mind I knew that she wasn't okay with that, because I talked to Tasha more than any of them. We would host our live streams together and be up for hours at a time together. I knew that she did not want that. So when he said that in that group thread, I knew he was lying. But I called her to be sure. I was like, hey, did you know? And instantly she got upset because she did not know. She did not know. That is he keeps lying and telling people that she had no clue.
I was in the makeup class. I was doing the makeup class. My friend Shima got wind that he went live and said we were getting a divorce. Shima did not say anything. Shima talked to Mizzy. I think it was Mizzy and Shell. That was it.
Yep.
Mizzy, Shell, neither one of them. Well, he talked. He
yes,
talked
yeah.
to Shima talked to the rest of them and told them what was going on. Essentially, they decided not to tell me, which rightfully, as real friends in the middle of a makeup class, I'm not finna tell my friend that shit either. Because 9 times out of 10, my friend probably about to cry and quit. So I finished the makeup class. I went live to talk about the makeup class. Now, mind you, I still didn't know this. I didn't find out that he went live about the divorce until 11 o'clock at night? I was talking about my makeup, talking about hosting another class, and I was putting together some shit for my kids. Yeah, I remember this shit like yesterday.
So we were doing a
say-
makeup live, and we didn't want to ruin Tasha's moment because Tasha was going through this thing where every time something good was happening, he always kind of like shut that down. So we were like, let her have this moment. She was happy, having a good class. We're not going to tell her until after. Later that night, she found out. And then in that same night, when she was crying, she was very emotional. He basically tried to be real messy. And then that's when the whole stuff with Kaylin came about.
Basically, he told me, I went to him and I said, why would you tell these people on live that we are getting a divorce and I didn't know? Y'all want to know what he told me? He said, why would you go live after the Blammies and call DP my side bitch? Burr? I'm asking you, why would you go live and tell these people we getting a divorce and I don't know nothing about it? But then the first thing out of your mouth is, oh, well, why would you go live after the Blammies and call Death Princess, my side bitch, our side bitch? So you more worried about her than me. I'm confused.
This is our secretary 1906.
I have come
Mind
to
you,
realize
I got
my
in trouble
issue-
for being Tasha's
Yes.
secretary.
Yes. And the thing is, I'm a smidge mad at her, but I'm mostly mad at him because you allow her to feel comfortable to step over that boundary. And everything she did was a joke. Everything she did was a joke.
Tasha,
She went on Blam Live and said, oh, well, she went on Blam Live and was like, oh, well, if anybody's going to accept an award on I Speak 1906 behalf, it's going to be me as his secretary. And my supporters was like, why would you if his wife right there? Fuck them. Why would you accept an award on his behalf, if his wife is there?
Tasha, I just want to slide this in real quick. I think it's ironic that your actual friends are snakes, but the people that befriended you to try to get to him are not snakes. Talked to you, acted like your friend, acted like they gave you a safe space. They're not snakes somehow when he's getting some kind of benefit out of it. I'm not going to say he slept with anybody. I'm not going to say that, but somehow when it benefits him, if they're giving him information, and maybe if they are popping some twat. Kaylin don't know when it's that, then it's cool. Let's get into that though, because Death Princess was Tasha's friend until she wasn't, and she was messaging Anthony some freaky stuff. So Maybe she popped that twat.
Go ahead. No, you don't.
And that
Tell
the other
it. Tell
girl.
it.
What's the other girl? I don't even know what
Tosh.
her name is.
Tell it.
Oh,
Tell the
well.
messages that you seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the messages was that I'm lucky to have a man like him, and she wants to be in my place. Oh, I got another question. Since we over here talking about stuff, can we ask Mr. I Speak 1906 what happened to that $10,000 that he apparently supposed to had took out from the Navy that was supposed to help me to move that I never got? Because I signed off on some paperwork that he was supposed to take $10,000 out to help me. I remember signing this shit.
Javion, you wrong for that profile picture.
Oh my God! I just noticed. Can I quickly say, I just want
He was
everybody
supposed to,
to
I think, take it out
understand.
against. I don't know if it was out against his retirement. I don't know what it was out against, but it was something he requested. I think it was from his TSP. I hope that's the right thing. His TSP. He requested $10,000. I had to sign the paperwork. He had to sign the paperwork, and the reason he put on the paperwork was that it was supposed to be for me moving and getting myself situated.
And she's not lying about that. She
And I
definitely.
think also in that text message, he mentioned that $10,000 that I never saw. Yeah. Where that at?
Nobody's apologizing. I just want everybody for clarification. There will be no apologies because everything that happened, double down on what we have been saying.
Oh, yeah. No apologies on this
Nitpick.
side.
Yeah, you can nitpick at what you think Tasha was wrong at, but at the end of the day, you double down on the terrible things that you did. And you literally continue to show us the type of person that you are. And that goes for anybody. All of you guys who are flip-flopping, we see you. We see you. And when you can't come back into Tasha's life, just know that it was me. Just know that because I see you. You aren't slick. And you're losers.
Sorry, Shield, not to cut you off. Oh, go ahead, Tucker.
Yeah, hold on. And again, to clear this up to the 1.1 in here, we were never in an open marriage. We were never poly. So if y'all heard any of that shit, that's a fucking lie. I never cheated on that man. I never been with anyone outside of him, except for the 2 threesomes that we had. Now, I know some of y'all like that's TMI, but you're not about to spread no rumors that I was out here cheating and slinging this cooch to everybody. You're not about to be out here lying, talking about we had an open marriage. We did not. I did not have any type of relationship going on with Madam Summer, because that's who he trying to say. He's trying to say that me and Madam Summer was doing our own personal shit, and that's a fucking lie. That didn't happen. There was never an open marriage. There was never no, we were not poly. No. Is Tasha a proud bisexual woman? Yes, the fuck I am.
I just want to say he took a bath that day.
He did, and he brushed his teeth.
So what about? I'm gonna shut up.
No, say it. I want to hear it. Tasha said he was excited that day. He got himself prepped. Wash them balls. Brush them teeth.
How come they don't get in trouble, but I get in trouble when I just be trying to be honest? Like, you don't be yelling at me. I just be telling the truth, Tasha. Like, all right. She be showing favoritism.
But I will
There's
say
so
this
much
though.
that could be. Oh, go kill it.
Oh, I'm just gonna say this real quick. But it's like, if y'all notice, how many times have any of us had to make an apology video to him, or we had to hold an accountability live? Do y'all notice that whenever we talk, we are typically responding to him? Like, I've never made no video apologizing to him. He made a BS video apologizing to me, but whatever. But we've never had to do that. We don't, like I said, we don't turn the comments off. We don't run away from none of this stuff. Like, we don't have to do none of this because we are telling y'all the truth. Like I'm like, if that does not prove something, we don't have to hold these intense lives with a mic in front of us and I just fake crying. Ain't none of us doing that. We don't have to do that because I'm telling y'all, we are being realer than real. Like, if that don't prove that, I don't.
Undefeated on this app. I ain't never get ratioed. I ain't never have to I ain't never undefeated. Period.
No, nobody. We have never been on the offense. And to be honest, Tasha will tell you this herself. There are things that I have said, Tasha, I would love for you to just go out and say this, but that's her story. That's her truth. So I'm never going to come on here. But one thing I know is that he will never open his mouth to actually say the other things that you should have apologized for. I want y'all to have discernment.
How about the fact, like, when you have somebody talking about, oh, I miss my kids, I'm going to miss my kids, and this, that, and the third. He dropped us off at home. So he dropped us off in Philly, September 29th. My mom passed away September 30th. Do y'all think he came back and got the kids so that I could properly grieve after losing my mom? No. He got on the road and went home. And his excuse was, my job thought that I was only dropping y'all off and turning back around, so I gotta hurry up and get back before I get in trouble.
Whose fault is that?
I've never heard of workplaces that don't give accommodations for deaths, unalivings and such. So, just saying.
And see, here's the thing, what y'all don't realize with him is whenever he feels like he's losing his support, he has to do something to get back in good grace. For example, he chewed my back out January 7th, and then he made an apology video. And then right after he made the apology video, he came and asked me, am I going to put him on child support? And at the time I told him no. Actually, if you want to be honest, I gave him fair warning. I said, hey, he said, are you going to put me on child support? I said, no, I have no wherewithal to put you on child support as long as you do what you are supposed to do for them. When you fuck up, and you will fuck up, yes, you're going on child support.
Somebody said I tartar build up.
That's tartar build up.
Look, Crystal, why you look like him right now? Why you look?
Next up,
For my life.
hold on. Number 2. Let's break this down. Number 2. He did not grab the kids so I could properly grieve because he said he had to go home. He had to get home before he get in trouble, right? But then when he got home, he set up the camera, put the little blue light on, was in the kid's bedroom, and was sitting on the floor, Trey Songz crying. And in the caption of it, he put something like, oh, this new beginning, something different about, I don't know. He put something, but he had to set the mood. There was also an issue where he decided to record my children and he had to cry. He set up a tripod with the one kid that he set up the tripod with the one fucking kid that don't even like being on camera. If y'all know anything about my children, y'all know my middle son, my oldest son, does not like cameras. If you get a high TikTok from Kayla, baby, he in a good mood. I'm going to be honest. If y'all know anything about my son, Caleb, he does not like the camera. So you set up the camera with the one kid that don't even like being in the motherfucking camera, and then you press record and cried. Then he made a previous video to that talking about, oh, my daughter asked me, can mommy come home, or when is mommy coming home? Some shit like that. And he's sitting over there holding her crying.
He's such a liar. That girl ain't say that. Kylie ain't say that.
An innocent moment that should have been between you and your daughter, you just broadcast it for the world because you got to record your healing journey and your post. He gonna say, "Oh, nobody talks about post divorce depression. What you depressed for? You asked for it. I'm sorry. If you ask for a divorce and you get the divorce, you don't get to play the victim. You got what the fuck you wanted. And you was beating your chest proud that you the one that asked for the divorce. Oh, I asked for the divorce, not her. He was glad to say he asked for the divorce. So why do you get to try to play victim? I'm confused.
I don't see how people don't see that as fake. I'm sorry. Y'all don't see this
Right.
really? Like, I'm not even gonna get mad. Like, y'all really don't be seeing that it's fake.
He turned it into a whole playlist. Let me post my post divorce depression healing journey.
Then be on Facebook writing whole dissertations.
How many times since I've been divorced have y'all seen me go, well, let me show what I'm up to. Let me show my post-divorce, what I go through. How many times have y'all seen me? But if it's going to get him clicks and views, he going to press it. You ain't got no money for your kids. But you out here buying chef costumes.
I don't need to post my kids for people to know I'm a good mom. I don't need validation, so I'm not gonna post them every chance I get when the very few times I have them. And I say few, not saying that I have my kids 24/7, not unlike him. I'm saying y'all know every time he has them, he makes a video like that because he's proving it's all about public consumption.
Hold on.
I'm catching the coochie cramp.
Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few.
I'm all fake crying out.
Seeing videos like this is what makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I never stop you from seeing them. I want you to come see them. I want you to enjoy time with them. I want you to be around them. I want all of that for you. I know what it's like to grow up without my dad. I know what that's like. So why would I in turn want to do that to my children? Baby, come get them.
In the arms of the angel.
Mrs.
And then it was like, oh, they're not going to let me take leave for spring break, but they letting me take leave to go to court. The last video he posted with a kid, he had him in a hotel room alone. That was 5 days ago. Yep, that was when he was last here. I can tell y'all the exact dates that he came to visit.
And Tasha, what happened the first time when he came? What did he do immediately?
The first time he came, when he came to see them in January, this was, what's the holiday? What's the 3-day holiday in January? Is that Martin Luther King in January?
It might
Martin
be.
Luther King or
I think it's Martin Luther King in January. He came MLK. So he came and got them around MLK. I go to open the door to my brother's apartment and he got the camera out. He got the phone on the ground recording.
Good
He
guy.
had the phone on the ground recording. He had to record them.
I just feel like if you got to record everything, that just shows how little you really do. That's all I'm going to say.
He had the phone. He had to record them.
Yeah, y'all gift Tasha. Make sure y'all send her gifts. Y'all getting the tea. Give her gifts.
He had the phone on the. He pulled up, and before he knocked on the door, he put the phone down so he could record. He set it up so he can record them like running to him. Child.
Did he have them
What's the
run over and over till they got it right?
Did I delete that video? I don't think I did. Like I'm.
He said, Kylie, you didn't look sincere enough. Go back to the door and do it again.
It's truly crazy. It's really crazy. And it's just this, Tasha has too many witnesses. That's my thing. Like, Tasha has too many witnesses. We was on the phone all, like, for so long. You guys know that we've been on the phone. And all of this, I always talk to my kids. Yeah, sure.
Everybody on this panel, and then some that are not up here, have been on calls.
Like, just be serious. Be serious.
I even seen him in person, and he was a little upset.
Oh, he was upset. He was upset. Mizzy and Nene came to see me. He was like, "Oh, this bitch got friends, huh?" He was mad. And then Kyle, oh no, he was real upset when he had to call back. He had to call the phone back so that Kylie could say goodnight to Misa.